Is Home Tester Club really one of the best product testing sites, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many viewers have asked me to do an updated Home Tester Club review. So therefore I decided to record this video here where I'll give you an inside look. I will show you exactly how it works, the pros and the cons, and then you can decide for yourself whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And Home Tester Club is a site that's of course free to join, and you can then get potentially free products. We'll talk about what kind of products and how to get them, all that later. First, we need to look into who can join, because that's of course important to know. And you can see at the bottom of the website here, these are the countries you can join from. Here you see currently, and some of them even have in different languages also, but it is available in a lot of countries, but not all countries. So just be aware of this, because also if you join from other countries, you won't get access to actually the different tests and all those. They also need to be physically sent to your home, so you get those products for free there. So you can only join if you live in these countries here. But let me now log in and then we'll take a closer look at whether it's even worth it. So once you have signed up for Home Tester Club, then you just need to fill out your profile, and then you can go to this test section, and that's where you can see the available tests you can currently apply for, because you need to actually apply, as you can see. Then if you get chosen, there's no guarantee. We'll talk about that a little bit later also, what you can do to potentially increase your chances. You'll receive the product, you will test it at home there. In most cases you get to of course keep the product also then, and then you need to complete the test online, meaning share your opinion, doing other tasks that they will explain to you depending on the exact product. And the exact product will of course vary from time to time. So I cannot guarantee that the exact products that you're seeing here are available for you. Of course it will also vary depending on the country you live in. As you can see, there are different ones here, some skincare, some diapers, dog food, cooking gear, right? So you see some of them, like a whole new cooking set for example, that can be worth quite a lot. You can actually get this for free if you participate, while maybe there's some like diapers, maybe not the most expensive thing there, but it all depends. It can still be quite nice to get some of them, but as you can see, you can just choose carefully, of course, so you're sure that it's something that's relevant for you. Then you need to choose it, and then you need to register for each of them, apply for each of them again, the ones that you want to. And just be aware that that also means that when you click here to register, you need to fill out your address and all those things every single time. So that's just something to be aware of. But if you filled it out in your profile, a lot of it will also just already be filled out. But I'll now just go through the main registration there, because then there's some important details you need to see at the end of this. But for privacy reasons, of course, I'm not going to show you me sitting here filling out private address and all those things. So I now went through that registration. In addition to filling out some private information there, you also need to answer some questions that are related directly to this test, like your habits and all that, to find the best fit. They are of course looking for people that are relevant. And then not until this moment here, you will actually be told what you need to do for that specific test. Because in this case, for example, you need to test it there, you need to share a detailed review on this platform here. You also need to share your review on your Facebook account. You need to complete a post-trial survey. You need to upload a photo or video of your test experience on Instagram there, and you are not allowed to actually resell the product there. So there are some other conditions here, and these will vary depending on the exact test that you're doing. And this is very important that you follow this, because if you get chosen and you do not follow this, it will mean that you will likely not get chosen again. But I find it quite strange though that I have to share private information, go through this survey and all that. It doesn't take long, but still, why do I have to do that before seeing the conditions? Because maybe now you'll find out, well, I don't have an Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I don't want to do it, I don't want to share this on Facebook, whatever. Like, they should tell you that up front, so you see like, okay, this is a free product test, this is the product, these are the conditions, and then you can apply. For me, it just doesn't make sense to do the other way around, but that's just the way they do it, and you just need to be aware of that. It doesn't really matter too much since this survey and all that doesn't take too long, but I just find it a bit strange and not so user-friendly. So that's, just my personal opinion about it. Anyways, if you then get chosen, you will usually be told via email within 1 to 2 weeks after having applied. And then after that, it can take up to another 3 weeks before the product will actually come to you. So just be aware that this takes some patience. You will not know right away. You will not be told if you do not qualify. If you haven't heard anything after a couple of weeks, just assume that you did not qualify for that specific test. And then again, it takes some patience before you will get the product. Then once you get the product, there will also be instructions together with that, so you can see exactly what you need to do. And again, remember to do it properly if you want to ever get a chance to test in products again. And also just be aware that when they ask you to actually do reviews, you do not have to give like 5-star super positive reviews. They are actually asking for honest reviews, and that's something I like, because some product testing sites or so, it's basically just a way to create hype, where you are forced, like, or you only are allowed to participate again if you give 5 stars or a positive. That's not what they want here. They want honest reviews, and I definitely appreciate that, because in my opinion, like, you should never participate in something that hype something fake, where you're not allowed to actually share your honest opinion, because you are directly sometimes affecting other people's decisions, maybe buying decisions even. So be honest with your experience. That's definitely my opinion about participating in product tests. And if they're asking you to not be honest, but to give a specific rating, then just run away, find another site where you are allowed to be honest, because if they force you to be dishonest, then there is a big chance they are also dishonest again. This is my experience based on years of testing different ways to earn online. But anyways, there is a way where you can increase your chances of qualifying if you decide to do this, because there is no guarantee you will qualify. Of course, in many cases you will not. So let's talk a little bit about that. So there is a way to increase your chances, as I mentioned earlier there, to participate or to qualify for these different tests there. And you can see in the FAQ section, they also describe this. They have these points and the badges there, and you will see that on your profile. And the points are basically something you get whenever you contribute here. You can, complete surveys here. You can leave reviews. You can participate in the different product tests, leave comments on the reviews that are already here. You can just go to the review section there, upload photos, videos, all that. That will give you points. But be aware, those points do not have any value, like financial value, monetary value. As you can see, they're very clearly right, and many people have asked me about that, so I just want to make that very clear. It's not that you can withdraw those points, but it can give you certain benefits. Again, I do like that they do explain this very clearly in the FAQ section there. And you can see here, for example, they choose some top members in each country there to send free products to there. Also, they do look at members' points when they select people for the different product tests. So the more points you have, the higher a chance you actually have. So by just being active, also doing things that you do not necessarily earn by doing, or that are not related to that specific product test you're doing, that can build up your points and increase your chances. So it will take some effort to increase your chances of getting selected. So to sum it all up, Home Tester Club is a legit product testing site. You can potentially get some great products for free, some of them not so great. That of course depends on your personal preferences. But you do need to do it with the right expectations. It will take some patience. There's no guarantee that you will get the products that you are applying to actually test. And you should not expect to just join and be able to apply and then get chosen right away. You should first of all, start participating actively, comment on the different other reviews, all those different things to increase your chances by building up those points. So it's not a fast way to get free products. It will require time and effort. And you also need to make sure that the product test that you are applying for, that you are willing to do what it asks you to do. Because if you do not do that, of course, you will never get chosen again. So overall, whether it is a good option or not, that really depends on your personal preferences. But I hope this video helped you figure out whether it's for you or not. If you want to see it in writing, I also do have a written Home Tester Club review. I'll leave a link to that below. Also, if you're interested in more different product testing sites, because in general, if you like product tests, it can be a good idea to join several sites to increase your chances. I do have a list of some good options like that on my website. I'll leave that below. If you're in general interested in making money on the site or so, I also have a list of the top Get Paid To sites where you can actually earn cash or gift cards by participating in small tasks. I will also leave a link to that below. So no matter your preferences, you can find some good options in the description below there. Also, if this video in general helped you, please make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.